champions have come through this weight class. Most recently, how about Terrence Crawford?
Nobody knows who's going to win. You can have an argument.
First up, Old Dog from the United States of America. And they hold the SCI national title, coming off a knockout victory in their last fight. And they'll be facing the Myth from Northern Ireland, coming off a TKO win in their last bout, looking to do the same here tonight.
This is going to be an intense stare-off before the fight starts.
And now for the official introductions, we turn it over to the world-renowned.
This bout is scheduled for 8 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, from...
We've waited a long time for this fight. It's here, and the fighters are good to go.
All what's left is for the first bell to go. That's all we need now, because the build-up is getting ridiculous.
No doubt about it, this was the hottest ticket in town by a country mile. Every seat has been sold. The time has finally arrived. These two men have been jawing at each other for months. The talking is finally over. Now it's time to fight.
You are the sweetest thing.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. I don't think it's going to be a boxing match. This is going to be a fight. You know, they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Good straight right hand. Nice job to block that uppercut. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
You know, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Good left hook. That hook had to hurt. Well done with that counter shot. Well, we're entering depth. And there's the bell to start round 2. Safe to say that last round was a nightmare. Let's see if we can turn it around here.
They've had 1 minute to recover. Now they've got to bluff it. They've got to bluff it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab, rest on the jab. Be smart and pop until your legs come back. Then put the pressure on.
Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. A lot of effort being exerted here. That counter punch caught him clean. Well done with that counter shot. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. competition for these two. His stamina is off the charts. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Well, he isn't. Here we go in round 3. Who's going to land the first big shot? So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
You can see from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. The straight right just misses. Beautiful counter shot. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. That left hook missed. He's putting the pedal to the metal, but has to be careful that he doesn't run out. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. And a round that seemed like an... There's the bell to start round 4. Coming off a very tough round. Let's see what they do here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Punch, counter punch. Nice counter shot. Off the charts action from both of these fighters. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Perfectly matched. Skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Incredible work rate. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds. Hold that thought! This may do it! And the myth has been knocked down. Wow, that seemed to be the punch he was looking for. Let's watch it again.
I've got to see that again.
That'll be a 10-8. Things are starting to heat up now as we enter the fifth. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
Pulling it right, and down goes the myth. What a knockout headshot. Let's watch it again. And they knew it when they threw it.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
Showing a lot of heart to beat the count there.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
Need to pick things up here in the second half of the round.
It's that forever hope. Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to put it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
Where was the defense? And the myth goes down to the canvas. We knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
I need to see that again.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
A knockout victory. That is, Todd, did you see the shot? That's not a knockout, that's an assassination. What a shot.
Pick a side. Will you live? Will you die? Will you quit? Will you try? Sweating eyes. Who am I? Who am I? Champion till I die. Every morning, every night. Boy, I gotta look alive. Now you can hear the crowd going wow. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Pick a side. Only two options, be with the winners or the other guys. Yeah, ain't no time, we already on the way. Better get themselves in line, thought I told you we don't play. The team going nuts, the score going up, morale going down, the fans packing up. Now all the kids got a new hero. They ain't never seen so many zeros. And that's when the crowd starts to shout. Yeah. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. Yeah. Spill venom out the side of my pores. We came to battle, we came for war. Digging in the mud, carry across the globe. No matter the weather, rain, sunny or snow. I guess all the sacrifice was worth it. The pain made perfect and gave me a purpose, yeah. And I still don't get no breaks. And you bout to learn why if you in my way. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down. You know who's up in the house tonight. The champions are back in your town. Feel the stands and make them shout tonight. The champions about to get down.
Real generals back in the building. Trust. Tell a man ease up. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I'm leading, call me a leader. Getting my peas up, won't get a feel up. Is she in feeler? Food in the freezer. Them man try step with the heater. That's why my G's them roll with a squeezer. Expensive gas for the meter. Call me the teacher. True man I'm leading, call me a leader. Pull up on a set, I might let man know what time that this is. If man move wicked, make man swim with the sharks and fishes. Respect my wishes, got bare crepes and I step like kisses. And my fit stay clean like dishes. That's why gal wanna give man kisses. Gal wanna give man hugs. I don't drink and I don't do drugs. I used to wear my heart on a sleeve. That's why nowadays man I don't do love. Fake love might get a man killed. Fake love might get a man drilled. I had to tell them let a man heal.
Up first.
This bout.
And this one has all. And there's the bell to start round one. So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. That counter shot lands. The right hook misses. Jab does not score. You know they have an amazing relationship with their coach. They've been working together for a while now, and it's really paying off. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Back and forth they go in this round. The momentum continues to shift.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
All hands on deck. We are witnessing an upset in the making. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Well, and there's the bell for round two. This fight has been very one-sided. What are we going to have in this round?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Big hook thrown, but it doesn't connect. Well, we may be in for a short fight. This fighter, an absolute animal. Look at the KO percentage. Hold on to your seats, folks. Holding nothing back here in the round. They need to be careful they don't punch themselves out here. Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nope, that uppercut does not score. Well, this fighter loves throwing hooks. Their opponent has got to watch out for that. He parries away the left uppercut. Very close round with 10 seconds to go. He is down big time on the scores. Let's get it started in round 3. So the fight will continue. How do they turn things around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
You'd like to see more jabs. See from the record, this fighter is fantastic and is really difficult to get past. Nice counter shot. Straight right just misses. Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
That counter punch caught him clean. What heart, what desire, but at what cost? He threw a punch and just got countered. That hook doesn't score. The stamina is off the charts. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Well, this is the time. Back at it in round 4. After that last, hold that thought. They're always looking for that. And down goes the myth. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
A shot from the gods took him out.
One, two, three, four. Give me your ball.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Oh, he can smell blood. Look at that. He's put in round once. He knows what shot works and where to land it. Then try and do it again. He's just not got to get trigger happy.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. Is he going to punch himself out, though? halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
Is that forever hope? Remember the fighter Evander Holyfield? He could be behind on points until the last 10 seconds, but he's fighting like he's going to pull it back. That's the kind of hope we need to see.
His stamina is off the charts. When are we going to see a jab from these two? You can see the heavy breathing, but that's not slowing him down. It looks like he's going to survive the round here, but just barely. It's not over until it's over. And there's the bell for round 5. He couldn't finish him off in the last round. Let's see what this has in store for us.
That knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
And old dog goes down. He knew his chin would get tested in this fight, and it failed him miserably.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
1, 2, 3, 4. Come to me.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Whoa, Johnny. An upset of the year perhaps right before our eyes. And the myth has been knocked down. We need to see that again. Some amazing boxing right there.
That's lights out right there.
The referee says we will fight on. Not sure about this one.
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know their fight. They know what their fight is capable of doing and what their fight can and cannot take. This is going to be a tough decision to make.
Nice counter shot. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Both men getting off the canvas in that incredible round.
Absolutely crazy.
There's the bell for round 6. We had not one, but 2 knockdowns in the previous round as both of these fighters went to the canvas.
That is showing the fitness. That is showing the stamina. That is showing the hard.
Whoa, and the myth goes down to the canvas. That punch to the head looks so good live. Let's see it again in slow motion and really appreciate it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You heard that right, ladies and gentlemen. A knockout victory and one of the biggest surprises of the year.
Well, there's no argument right there. That